Hello friends, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, thanks for stopping by. Today I wanted to do a flip through of my Hobonichi A5 HON for the month of September. So as you can see, it's quite chunky as is already. Got a few more months in this bad boy, but it's thick. It's getting a little bit harder to write on the inside of the pages, but we're making it work. If you're new, this book is my memory keeper and journal. And I also track like workouts and stuff in here. So that's like the purpose of this. This is like my fun and creative journal. I do not use this as a planner. And so sometimes like my journaling entries are done retroactively and all of that good stuff. But I have fun in here and just kind of decorate it. But yeah, it's thick. Okay, so these stickers haven't changed, but this one has. This is the newest sticker for October. I just have like a bunch of vinyl stickers that I try to put in here as, as I see fit. The year at a glance, I just got this printable off of the Coffee Monsters Co. Facebook group. I just thought it looked cute. It has no functional purpose here. When we're looking at my trackers, I track the types of workouts I do using this page, along with the number of steps that I take in a month. And I track strength, treadmill, Stairmaster, walk outside, and yoga. And as you can see, I don't do a whole lot of walking outside and yoga, but I do try to be as consistent as possible with other things. And I just like writing down the number of steps I take in a day. There's just something about doing that I like. I think I started doing that in May, and I really enjoy it. If we look at my monthlies, that's October. This is September monthly. I'm like noticing all this bleed through with my, anyway, sorry. So if I highlight the box and I write, what workout I did, this is basically how I do it. And so I try to also kind of write like personal bests here. I hit my annual goal of 300 pounds on RDL, and I'm really close to hitting 300 on the leg press. I don't know if I'm going to go higher on those amounts. I feel like 300 is a lot. And so, but yeah. And then what I like to do is I like to write down how many intentional movement days I have. September was a little bit more difficult. I, really didn't do the 3 to 4 days per week, every week consistently that I like to do. It was just, life was busy, and it was very difficult to stay on my normal routine. So I'm really having to focus on my nutrition, because I have lost 25 pounds since I started this journey, and I want to continue to do that. I have the weekly pages marked, so I'm not fumbling. I do not use my weekly pages. Like, I don't really utilize the space as well as, I have like at the beginning of the year, I did spreads like this where I just wrote down each day what I was doing. And I started doing this in the summer where it's kind of like a collage of things, funny memes, pictures that I take throughout the week that maybe don't make it in my daily journaling spreads. And then stickers and maybe some little notes here and there about highlight things. We had like our first home football game. My daughter cheers, so I noted that. Soccer started, that type of thing. Some weeks are more full than others. I got some new inks. That was a disaster of a video that I filmed, but it's all good. And I really liked this quote that I wrote. I'll pick stuff. I'm a social worker by trade. And so there are some things that really stick out to me, and I'll just kind of write. I wrote about the sad news of a school shooting in Georgia. It's terrible, all the things that were coming out about it. And as somebody who works in schools and has kids that attend public school, that is a very like scary and real threat, that we worry about. This was Sophie, like first day of soccer. This goes into that second week of September, and it was homecoming week. So lots of dressing up and things, pictures like the kids got, all of that. I really liked this. Kendrick Lamar ended up dropping a song, I think it was September 11th, And somebody had posted that Kendrick Lamar raps like he's a man who's had therapy. He's showing you what he's battling internally. Love the new song. He dropped a song on his Instagram. I don't know if it made it on Spotify. It was really good. So, I mean, again, see, this was not a page that was utilized a whole lot, but I did note, you know, that I did hit my PR on deadlifts, and that was I hit my annual goal early. The girls had yearly checkups. I had a conference and had a day off, but other than that, you know, I just kind of, you know, as I have time, life is busy, so I don't always have time to be as, to spend as much time in my journal as I would like. This week was the week my Hobonichi order came in. My husband got his flu shot. Sophie had been sick. And just some things. The AP poll, Roll Tide. I think that was the Alabama-Georgia game. And I love this. Can we start a support group for procrastinators tomorrow? And then, yeah, September 30th here. So, yep, I just kind of throw stuff in here. And then when we get to my daily pages, I try my hardest to fill in each page, even if I have to go back and fill it in. So sometimes I do fill in things like a couple of days or weeks or whatever after the fact. And this is not like a Dear Diary journal. This is more a what do we do? You know, what's going on in life. So this was the first, which was on a Sunday, and it was like a 3-day weekend that, you know, we had. And I noted that I hadn't gotten my Hobonichi order. I filmed some stuff. I took the best nap today. That's always nice. This was Labor Day. This was when we binged Midnight Mass on Netflix, and I wrote a little bit about it. And how I spent some time journaling that day, getting caught up and things. You know, the 3-day weekend. That was when I hit like 275 on my leg press. Yeah, we had some, you know, family time, and then I edited some YouTube videos, scheduled uploads, yada, yada, yada. And then I talked about, there was like a time period where like our online banking wasn't available because they were updating the system, and I really liked it. I wrote some highlights about that day. This is when I was talking about, you know, the school shooting and how I had a conversation with Malaya about it. And those are hard because they know what's going on out in the world too. I kicked ass on the Stairmaster. Oh, I think I did forget to mention another thing that I did was I had been trying to get to 100 floors on Stairmaster. I did that on the 23rd. So I probably noted it in here. So these are my pages. This was hat day. This was like probably one of the busiest days I've had. I had the entire month of September. It was like I worked. I went and got my hair done, and then we came home. We immediately went to a game. I scarfed down dinner in the car on the way to the football field, and it was raining, so we sat in the rain the entire time. So even though I got my hair done, it was all totally messed up. So that was a very busy day. This was Sophie's first soccer game. Enjoyed watching her. She's definitely a defensive player. Jesse had to go to work after the game. We went grocery shopping. I made some, you know, yummy foods, filmed for YouTube. That was when I got all those. I think that was the day that I filmed those YouTube videos about my ink, and I was like sitting there going, why won't it twist off? Why won't it twist off? And it's a pull cap. That's why it wouldn't twist off. And then I had to make a second video going, I was wrong. I'm an idiot. So that was fun. I think I wrote about it. Yeah. I had a dumb girl moment. And that it never occurred to me to even try removing the cap differently. That was when they tried to get Donald Trump again. This was a retroactive write-in. So I was noting that I hit 2 personal records on this day at the gym. I probably had to take Malaya to Ace. And so I hit 280 on leg press, and I did 92 floors on the Stairmaster. And my goal is to hit 300 pounds on leg. And I really want to hit 100 floors on the Stairmaster. And I ended up doing that. Spoiler alert. I'm having fun with different, you know, inks and stickers. If you see stickers that you think are cute, just let me know. I think this was from Pen, Paper, and Plans. These stickers here is from the collab that was done with Plan with Tiffany. And I was surprised that I liked this fountain pen ink color. It was one of my new fountain pen inks. What is this one? Fuyugaki? It's a really nice color. Yeah, I had hoped to do the Twin Towers on the Stairmaster. I also hit an RDL PR on that day. This was the day Kendrick Lamar dropped. I wrote down some of the lyrics in the song that I liked. And then this was when I placed my Hobonichi order. So I'm confused as to why I wrote the thing. I hadn't ordered at that point. I'm sorry. Yes, that's what happened. I hadn't ordered at that point. I was waiting, which sucked, but I'm glad I waited. And these were the things that I had ordered. And so I noted what I ordered and was waiting for. Gosh, can't get my life together. This is a busy day. I feel like I went in and filled this in after the fact, but I just kind of drew in like some sticky note looking pieces here. This was Malaya's homecoming. It was a very busy day, and Malaya had a really good time. She said that high school dances were lit, and then her friend and one of the girls that she cheers with was in court, so she looked really pretty. This was another day. It was a family day. Sophie had a soccer game, and then we went to my brother's house for a barbecue, and Jared was in town. He's a friend of my brother's that, you know, him and his wife are just probably some of the sweetest people I've ever met, and that's their cute dog, Bauer. So cute. Oh my goodness, adorable. And then Malaya was hanging out with her little boyfriend that day. This was a busy Sunday. This was another day that I wrote stuff in retroactively. I couldn't remember everything I was busy doing, but I did some stuff. I think this right here is probably my favorite spread of the month. I actually used these pen and gear sticky notes, and I pasted them down, and I, you know, just kind of like drew little frames around them and just wrote highlights of the day on this Monday. And I used these cute stickers. These are actually from a Walmart sticker pack that I got a while ago. This day, the girls had their annual checkups, and I kind of wrote down their stats. Malaya has surpassed me in height, and Sophie is well on her way to being taller than me. I just kind of noted about that and put their stats in, and what I did after the appointment. I think I had a parent-teacher conference that day, and then I noted, I had already put this heart sticker down, and then I noted the Diddy indictment for a press conference, and so I was like, this was on before I read about Diddy, so that way I wouldn't, yeah, I think that was related to the situation. Let's see, today was a good day. This was the day that I hit 300 pounds on my RDLs, and I was feeling some type of way. And then I kind of wrote a little bit about that, you know, Diddy news was crazy. Also, just wrote about a couple of other things. Let's see. I don't think there was anything of note, really. It was just a busy day. This was a day that I was really behind in. And so I just put a bunch of stickers down and wrote a couple of highlights of the day. And I even wrote, life has just been so busy that I've gotten so behind in my journal. So I'm writing this very late. And I just put a bunch of stickers down that I thought were cute. This was another Friday Night Lights busy game. I was like, I don't know why I am the way that I am. And I take pictures like that, but I do. They're funny. This is a Saturday that Jesse was off work and Sophie had a soccer game. And then I think that night Malaya had a sleepover with some friends and chill afternoon. And then I met my two friends for dinner at Texas Roadhouse, and that was fun. I really liked this spread. These are from that Boho Dream sticker book I bought from Amazon, and just kind of wrote about Sundays are pretty busy for us. You know, it's when I'm like catching up around the house and, you know, filming for YouTube for the week and, you know, trying to get my life together and prep for the week and all that good stuff. And Malaya had gone, it was her boyfriend's birthday, so they went with his mom to Pop Stroke and had fun and all that good stuff. This was the day my Hobonichi order came in. So I just, you okay? Yeah. I just pasted in the creepy, I don't know. For me, this is creepy, but whatever. And I did the stamps, and I just kind of wrote some stuff. I used the Uniball, is it Uniball Jetstream pen that you get in your Hobonichi order, and wrote in here, put my Liberty Fabrics thing in here. And then I also wrote like my, oh yeah, this was the day, the 23rd was the day that I hit 100 floors on the Stairmaster. I was like, I'm not getting off until I hit my 100 floors. This was another day. Sometimes I'll feel like doing like collaging, and I will, use sticky notes and other things to collage, or my stamps. And I was having a hard time because of the the Hobonichi brochure that I had in here that I probably could use pencil board, but I didn't. And I was like stabbing the paper. Here was another day. There's this is talking about Hurricane Helene brewing, and that was terrible. And then another hurricane came right behind it. So Sophie was sick that day, and Jessie stayed home with her. And then this day, Sophie was still sick, and I stayed home with her, and we took her to the doctor, and she got strep throat. So the doctor told her she had to stay home that Friday too. So I stayed home with her that Friday, and then when Jessie got home, we did like a swap because Malaya had a football game that she was cheering at that was 2 hours away, and so we immediately had to go to that, which was fun. This was a fun Saturday. Sophie had soccer, her team won, and then we did some celebratory dunking. There was some stupid drama that I don't even want to get into, involving my daughter, even though it had nothing to do with her, and it was just annoying, to be honest, and we had to have a talk about that. So I wanted to put in some things that were positive and uplifting, and I was proud of Malaya for how she handled things. She handled things like a champ. This was a day. Sundays are busy, y'all. Sundays are busy of, trying to get everything together. So I just kind of do highlights of the day. I took this picture of Chewy. He was like sitting in the sink that day. It was kind of weird. And it was funny. So I took that picture. And then this was the last day of... That was rude.
It really was.
Storm. Hush. Sorry. No, this was the last day of September. Malaya had a JV home game. Storm, they live there. They're allowed to be there. So put your ears down and calm down. She's about to have a fit looking at her neighbors out the window. Anyway, Malaya had a JV game on this day. It's the only JV game that she's cheering because they only cheer at the home ones. And there was like a parent on the other team that like went absolute bonkers, and he had to be like taken out of the game. Like he like ran out on the field. Yeah, so the security made him leave, and they ended up losing by 1 point, but it's all good. And then I was listening to Crime Weekly podcast's coverage of the Gypsy Rose situation with her mom, and it was fascinating. But I think Crime Weekly is taking a break right now. And then I had to renew my license on this day, and I was short in ethics CEU, so I had to like scramble to get ethics CEU. It was a good time. But yeah, so that's September. Wow, I'm doing good. Usually this is like a 30-minute video. I am way past my reading goal. And I probably have read a couple more books that I need to fill in. I need to pull up my Goodreads app and look and color those in. But I'm proud of myself for the number of books I've read this year. The Kindle Unlimited app is a wonderful investment in my self-care because I do enjoy reading, and I read strictly for fun, easy reads, that type of thing. It's a great way for me to clear my mind and not get into anything too deep. Just it's a self-care tool for me. So yeah, that's pretty much the only other thing. I have a bunch of stuff shoved in the back that when the book is complete that I'll, add these in or just clip them in or whatever, and go from there. But yeah, so that is what my HON is looking like. It's still quite thick. I still have 3 more months in this bad boy. So I'm actually really glad that I got the Avec for next year because, and also not a HON, because you cannot flip the HON over on its side to write in the pages. But I will say the spine is, y'all know Hobonichi, they have good spines on them. The spine is holding up nicely. So I'm excited to have like this full book completed for this year because I didn't do one last year. And I'm excited to be able to start moving into my 2025 one in a couple of months. But yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, just let me know. I've gotten a lot better at responding to things. Anyway, so I'll see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye, friends.